Okay, what's going on? There we go. Okay. Hello. I'm Teacher Oakley. Welcome to Verbling. In this class, we are going to practice our English by using description. As in-depth as you possibly can, and I'll try to help you out. We're going to do this through the vehicle of trying to explain sports rules. Now, if you're not really familiar with sports, no problem. You can explain a game or any kind of competition. Any kind of competition, of course, whether that's playing chess or playing football. Every kind of sport or competition has rules. So the object of today's class, we're going to take turns describing in English the rules to some type of competition. Now, the caveat, I guess, when it's your turn to explain the rules, what I would like you to do is not say the sport, don't introduce it. Normally, you're describing something, you're going to use an introductory sentence. I would like to explain the rules of baseball. But in fact, today I would like you guys, you, Mustafa, since no one else is here, we'll see. I would like you to explain the rules without telling what game or sport, and then see if we can guess what game or sport you're describing, depending on how good your description is. Anyway, hello, Mustafa.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Long time no see.
Yeah, right. Okay. Other students, there's plenty of room in this class. You may join the class at any time. It doesn't make any difference. But anyway, join us and practice your English description skills. A very useful tool in your English learning knowledge. Okay, Mustafa, the idea is to describe a sport. You can talk about many features, all right? The basic rules, what are the rules? You might want to actually start with what we would call the object of the game. Okay, you're talking about football. Very simply, the object of the game is to score the most goals. Who wins and why? That we refer to in English as the object of the game. What are maybe something about the players? Okay, how many players on each team? What are their positions? Maybe what is their equipment? Okay, well, actually, maybe that's another subject. You can describe their equipment, the equipment needed to play the game, and then maybe the basic rules. Okay, that's basically it. Kind of follow that guideline to talk about a sport or competition, and then see if I can guess what that competition is. Okay, I'll give you an example. All right, for you to try to follow. See if you can guess. As soon as you can guess, you let me know what you think it is. All right, Mustafa? Okay. All right. This game is played in a field, each between two teams. Each team consists of 9 different position players. It's played in a type of court that has it is called the diamond, and it has 4 bases. Each team one team will be playing defense and one team will be playing offense at a time, and then they switch. Okay, the first team takes the field to play defense. The object of the game is to score as many runs as possible, and whoever scores the most runs wins the game. There is a home team and an away team. The home team always plays offense second. So the away team, in the beginning of the game, the home team needs to take the field to play defense. The away team will bat. What happens? There's a guy in the middle of the diamond. He's the pitcher, and he's going to throw the ball as hard and fast and deceptively as he can in order to make the offensive player or the batter miss the ball. If the batter misses the ball, that's called a strike. 3 strikes and you're out. If the pitcher misses a square, an imaginary square, which consists of, there's a plate called home plate. The ball has to go over home plate to be a strike. It has to. It also has to be between the knees and the shoulders of the player. And the player's kind of bent down so to make that square smaller. So it's an imaginary square. Okay, you got it. All right. Baseball. Right. Very good. Okay, good job. You ever watch baseball?
No, by at all. But you know what? Like I attended classes. Attended the class about baseball. So she described the rules, and after I heard like batter, pitcher, so it's baseball. No way.
Yeah. And the hat that which everybody wears all over the world nowadays, you know, with a hat with a bill, okay, a part that sticks out here, kind of protect your eyes from the sun. That's basically, many call it a cap, all right, but Americans call it a baseball hat. He was wearing a baseball hat like that because that's the hat that baseball players wear. Anyway. Okay, very good. You got it. All right. Your turn. Think of a sport or competition that you're familiar with, and do your best to describe it. I'll see if I can get it.
Okay. This sport is consists from different teams who they are competing between each other, and it take place in different countries, not in just in one country. And the man who practiced this sport or the team wearing special clothes, and it's held in in a stadium, in different stadium, or it's like in Brazil, in Singapore, in Malaysia, and different area. And only one man who is taking the action in this sport, and it is actually it's a long game. Like if it's held, the event it take about maybe 3 hour or 2.5 hour, 2.5 hour, yeah. And he go to the bit maybe 2 times. It depends on the strategy of the game or the strategy of the team. And sometimes they call the manager or the team leaders call him while he's in the game, during the game. Yes, kind of, yeah. And he first of it's contain testing practice before the final event start. So this testing or the practice in order to decide which one will go in the first line, which one will go in the second line, and go on, go on, and so forth.
Oh boy.
I try to make it difficult. I
I
try.
know, yeah, you're succeeding. Okay. Well, I'm not sure. I have an idea, but I'm not sure. Can you tell me about any of the rules of the game?
Rules of the game. Uh,
Or equipment would really help, of
yeah, yeah.
course.
He cannot take a cutaway during the game, and he cannot uh, put his tool or his machine, what I can say, his machine in front of the other person or something like that, or trying to do friction with him to make him like out, go out. Yeah, this is like a tool of the game, and and of course it's kind of cars.
Wow, I
Hmm.
have no idea what you're talking
Really?
about.
Really? No way.
Okay, wait. First of all, let me back up before we get lost. Let me give you some feedback. Your English,
Okay,
okay? It consists from different teams. It consists of different teams.
okay.
Uh, Always the preposition we use after consists, uh,
Consist of.
consists of, and it's always consists with an S. It's always the preposition is always of, no matter what we're talking about. A pudding consists of milk and sugar and eggs and like that. Okay. Pronunciation competing. Com-
Okay, competing,
competing. Compete.
competing,
That's that.
competing,
Competing. Competing. Second syllable stress. Most verbs with two
competing.
syllables have second syllable stress. Okay, and the player's wearing what I forgot what you said they were wearing. I got distracted by the English
They wearing a helmet. The
comments.
player wearing a helmet. Yeah,
Okay.
and special
That
clothes.
since it's a normal thing, when they play, it's normal. You should use present simple tense. Players wear helmets.
Mm.
Okay, not wearing. The players are wearing helmets is possible, but only if you're talking about something that's going on like right now. So if it's just normal, present simple is better. 2.5 hours with an S. This is a super common mistake. 1 hour or an hour. 1.5 hours. 6 hours. 20 hours. Okay, only when we use one is it hour, no S. Everything else, 1.25 hours. We use S. 2.5 hours with an S.
Okay.
I got very confused by the point where you're saying they call him where he is, the manager or something. I have I had no idea. Maybe that was
Yeah,
correct. I don't know. Uh, okay.
this is kind of like uh, transforming information between them, both of them, both sides. The the man who's doing this game and the team of him, like.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Are you talking about Formula One racing?
Yeah,
Okay, I got it. Oh, I get it. So they're calling him literally by radio.
yeah, radio.
Oh, I'm picturing, hey, which would never work in Formula One racing, of course. Ah, interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me try. Since it's just the two of us, I'll try explaining another game.
Okay,
See if you
okay,
can see if you can get it. All right. Okay. This is an interesting game because in some cultures it's considered just really a game or even a bar game. In other countries, they take this extremely seriously as a sport. All right. In this game, it is the match is between two players, two individual players. The object of the game, there's varieties of the game, okay, but the one that I've seen like on television, uh, basically the each player starts with a certain number of points. I think it's 501, if my memory serves. I could be wrong, but they start each with an equal level of points, and as they score, they deduct those points in order to go out first and win the match. They have to zero out. They have to end with 0. And if they don't, they're not out. They don't win. Whoever gets first from 501 to 0 wins. Each player takes turns. He has 3 pieces of equipment. All right, and he's going to actually take 3 tries to hit a target, and the number of points on the board on that target that he gets deducted from his score. He takes 3 tries, counts his score, then the other person goes, and so on. They each take turns throwing at the board. The maximum number of points for each throw they're throwing. They're throwing at a board. They need to stand behind a line, which is a certain preordained exact distance. Both of them must be behind this line. I don't know the distance, but in any case, they throw at the board. The maximum number of points for each throw is 60 points. The minimum number is 0. If they totally missed the target, missed the board, it's called a board. That they're the goal or the target they're throwing at. You don't know yet? Don't
I
know
don't
this
know.
one yet?
I'm still confused.
Okay, you're so confused. All right, let me see if I can help you out a little bit more about. Okay, the players they don't need to wear anything special. I could wear what I'm wearing and compete. Actually, they have absolutely no uniform at all. However, they do have equipment. You have the target, of course, and then each player will have his own 3 objects he's going to throw. He's going to throw them, and they're going to stick in the target. So they're very sharp at one end and aerodynamic and easy to throw. He may have backups, but he needs to have 3. Okay. The target is like a wheel where different amounts or different points are scored depending on where you hit the target. However, there is a center, which is called cork. Okay. Or a bullseye. If you hit a bullseye or you hit cork, that's 50 points. Okay.
I got it, but I don't know the name of it. I got it like with arrow, maybe. Yeah, I got it. What's the name of it like? What's the name? Targeting?
No, it's you know it, but you don't know it. It's called darts.
Darts. Let us see darts.
Darts. Yeah. Do they play darts in your country?
No, but I saw it like in the TV, as you said. Yeah, I know it. I know you was talking about that. Yeah, but I don't know the name actually.
Where are you from again, Mustafa?
I'm from Iraq. Iraq.
Iraq?
Yeah.
I'm surprised the Americans demonstrate darts. Popular thing for the military, I'll tell you. Um, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't kind of introduce that sport. It's popular now. Okay, for it's very normal for like Americans, American military guys especially. There are dart leagues, and so they play like in a bar on a Friday night. There's a whole bunch of guys. They get together, and guys and girls actually, and they play darts competitively in a league. This is very normal, but it's not really like on TV or anything like that. But my goodness, in Australia and Great Britain and Ireland, this is I'm actually amazed. They'll have a darts competition and they'll have, I don't know, thousands of fans screaming with paint on their faces and waving banners and all kinds of excited. Anyway, I'm kind of amazed by that. So here in the Philippines, occasionally I see that. They have that here on TV, darts competitions on the sport channels. Anyway, it's an odd one. Okay, your turn. We got to switch over to the group chat box if we're going to write any notes because Verbling chat is
Okay.
filled. Okay, your turn. Pick another sport or competition and describe it as best as you can.
Okay. This sport consists also from two players who they have a manager, and the manager stay with in front of them through the game. Maybe in the breaks through the break, or during the breaks, he would come to each of them and give them like instruction. This game can be played in the green field, like green, with a grace, and can be played with sand field or sand pitch.
Okay.
Yeah. The players are wearing shorts and t-shirts. Some of them wearing hats, some of them not, depend upon you. They must have a strong hand, okay, and they use a specific tools with contain nuts, contain nut. What I can say. Yeah, this is like, yeah, and it's contain a specific uh, I don't know, like a strike, but it's not a strike. Ace called ace. That it's yeah, an ace. It's like one of their movements, and the area is equal between them. Actually, the tall or the long of the field or the playing game field is about 78 feet. Okay. Yeah. And there is a nut between in the middle of it, like yeah, a nut.
Oh, I see. You mean a
You know it?
net?
A net, a net, a net, a net. Yeah.
Yeah, a net, not a nut. I got very confused by nuts. Why are there
Yeah.
nuts in this sport? Nuts are
And
like, you know,
yeah, have you got it?
here's my snack, mixed nuts. I'm thinking, what are they doing with nuts in a sporting match?
Okay. Yeah, I forgot
Nets.
net.
Is it tennis?
Tennis.
Yes.
Tennis.
Okay. All right. Again, consists of, not consists from.
Oh
Okay.
my God, that's tough.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Okay. It's played with a field or with grass. Okay. It's played in. Played in. Actually, no. Tennis is played, really, if I I need to correct you. Tennis is played on a court.
On a court. Okay.
Yeah. Basketball on a court. Anything that's on a court, basketball court, squash court, squash is different now. Wait a minute. Contradict myself. Badminton is on a court, basketball's on a court, tennis is on a court, squash is played in a court, because squash, you're inside a room which is closed off, and the whole room is the court. So you're inside of it. So we would actually say you're in a squash court, not on like on top of it. You're actually inside it. So that's a little different. Like football, baseball, okay, is on a grass field or on a pitch. British tend to say a pitch. Americans say a field. Okay. Also, pronunciation equal. Equal.
Equal.
Okay, and equal length, not equal long. Length. Okay, long is length. Wide is width. Width, length, and maybe depth. But anyway, length and width. Okay. All right. Pretty good job. I could figure that one out. All right, I've got another one for you.
I hope it is easy.
You hope it's easy. Okay. Okay. This game it can be played between two individuals. More often than not, when it's played professionally, it's usually each played in head-to-head competitions, two individuals. And then whoever wins, this one wins and this one wins, then they play each other like that in brackets. Those are called brackets. And you're talking about individuals professionally. But more amateur competitions, it's usually teams, almost always in teams, usually teams of 4. Okay. The object of the game is to score as many points as possible. Maximum possible score, a perfect game, is 300. Okay, players take turns. This is a ball sport. You need a ball. Each player will have his own ball. Many players wear a glove, special shoes. There is no uniform. You can wear whatever you want. Okay. The game is played by rolling the ball and knocking things down, and the more things you knock down, the more points you have. Okay? You have 2 throws per turn. You throw once and you knock 5 down, and you throw the second time and you knock 3 down, your score is 8 for that frame or that section of the game. There are 10 frames, and then the game is over. Whoever has the most points wins. Do you know yet? No idea?
No. Can you explain some rules of it?
Sure, I can. Sure. Okay. All right. I can use some more terminology. I don't know if that will help. Let me explain in a little more depth. There are some rules. When the player throws his ball, he throws the ball down a lane. He's got to stay in that lane. If he goes off the sides, then he's in what's called the gutter, and you get 0 points because it's impossible to knock down any pins if you have a gutter ball. When the player he starts behind a certain line, which is called the foul line. He may not cross that line when he throws his ball. If he does, that's a foul, and he gets a 0. Okay, the rules are very, very simple, really. There's really not much that's it. Don't cross the line, throw your ball. Uh, really, the rules are extremely simple. Okay, you throw your ball, you have 2 turns, and then the other person takes 2 turns. It's it's quite common in a professional competition. There'll be 2 lanes, and the player will take his 2 turns once here, and then this player will take his turns in the 2 turns in the opposite lane. Then they will switch lanes, and each player will go again. So there's no advantage.
Handball?
N-
It's
No. Let me explain. The ball is rolled.
what do you mean by roll?
Rolled. So the ball doesn't travel through the air when you throw a ball or hit a ball with a bat. The ball is rolled. So if this is the ground, the ball is like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I know it. I know it. I have to forget the name of it. Uh,
And the ball is very heavy.
yeah, it's very heavy. I played this one time. You know,
You
like
did.
yeah, I played one time. Uh,
Okay.
but what's the name of it? Like I forget. You have to throw the ball and it with it
Yeah.
will
When you
hit some object
yes,
and you
pins.
throw and gate will
Yes, that's right.
yeah.
You know it. The gate will clear away the fallen pins and reset the pins. You got it.
So what the pins is like the object teacher?
Yeah, they're white usually. They're white.
Mm.
They're kind of shaped like a bottle a little bit.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh, right, and those are called pins. And the action that you're doing uh, is bowling.
Bowling. Ah, bowling.
Bowling.
Yeah, yeah, bowling. I think
You
the name
to
is
bowl.
also is
Yeah,
related to that.
right. You, and frankly, and the name comes from the English to bowl. If you bowl something over, you knock it over. So if your dog runs towards you and bowls you over, it knocks you over.
Hmm.
So bowling is an actual real English word to a verb to describe an action of being knocked over. In fact, we have an idiom, kind of idiomatic. No, it is idiomatic. I was bowled over by the news. Bowled over by the news. It bowled me over. I couldn't believe it. I was so surprised. It was like it knocked me down. It didn't really knock me down, not physically, but emotionally or mentally. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was bowled over by the news. It's amazing. Your sister won the lottery. She's a millionaire. Oh, that just bowled me over when I heard it.
Great,
Okay,
great. And teacher, sorry, by the way, I didn't know like the maximum point is like 300,
300.
300, and it's
Yeah.
like those zero. I didn't know. I want to play when I played that's like going with the flow. Just
Yeah, that's a perfect score. If you get a strike, which I could have mentioned strikes, that's when you knock all the pins down, 10 pins in one roll, that's called a strike. If you get all 10 pins down in 2 rolls, that's called a spare. If
mm,
you get 3 strikes in a row, that's called a turkey,
mm.
actually.
And
You bo-
in each strike, how many points you get?
well, okay, that's where it gets complicated. It's very easy if you get less than 10, then you just add the numbers together. Oh, I got 7, I got 8, I got 5. That's 7 and 8 and 5. 7 and 8 is 15. The next time I got 5 and 0. 15 plus 5 is 20. It's very easy to count. Much more complicated when you're getting strikes and spares because when you have a spare, you add 10 plus the roll before. So in
Mm,
other words, if you get 1 pin and okay, you get let's see, no, hang on. you get 0 pins. You miss, and then you get 9. So you have 9 points for that frame. Then the next you get 2, but then you get the other 8. So you get 10. You get a spare. So you get 10 plus 9, the last throw before that frame. So you get 19. So your total score would be 19 plus 9 is 28. It's complicated. When you get a strike, it's 2 throws before that. So in other words, when you get a turkey, 3 strikes in a row, that's 10 plus 10 plus 10. So you get 30 points in that frame. 30 points times 10 frames, that's 300. That's how you can get 300. That's perfect.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Did you enjoy bowling when you?
I enjoyed bowling, but you know what? Like about the collection, calculating or something like that, it was on the monitor, so I see only the point goes up and down or something like this.
Oh, it was automatic.
Yeah, automatic.
Ah. Oh, you didn't. Okay, right. Yeah, mini bowling alley. The lane that you bowl down is called an alley, but the whole place, the whole building, is called a bowling alley as well. Yeah, I miss bowling. I used to like bowling a lot when I lived in the U.S. Uh, okay, Mustafa, I've got to tell you, I can still hear you, but your volume is very, very low.
Can you hear me
So,
now?
oh, that's much better. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, that was a good one. Well, no, all right. That
that
was
was a
fun.
good one. Good
Yeah.
explanation.
Yeah. Okay. Um, okay, Mustafa. Your turn.
Okay, I don't know how can I explain this because I don't know it exactly. So I have to explain the sport I know. It's consisted from 2 teams, each play in each match, and each team consists from a couple number of players, and they also have a manager for their teams, and the team training before the games usually, and they playing in the home. Consist of, I said, right? Consist of, yeah,
No,
a
you
couple of
didn't.
players.
But
Yeah,
okay.
oh my God, consist of no, consist of a couple of players, and uh, they are playing. They play in away and in their home as well.
Hmm.
Like yeah, and there is it is good opportunity to get money uh, by advertisement and fans game and watch the game. A lot of fans. It's a really popular sport, and some events are held in some countries, maybe each 2 years. Some events held each 4 years, and some there are like league in some countries. Each country has a league, and the teams are national team playing like in national league, and the not national team like local team playing their our league, and they have only their specific events between them. And the last one I watched is the uh, in Asia, held in Asia,
Hmm.
and also in Africa. I think the last one cup. Yeah, did you know it? It's easy.
No, I have no
Oh,
idea.
really?
Uh,
Do you want the rules?
yeah,
They
that
are
would help.
yeah, they are wearing they wear specific clothes in each team. They has has its own clothes colors to differentiate from the other.
Hmm.
It must be contained or the game must have a referee and goalkeeper, and yeah, Uh, what else you want? Like, and a specific ball about I don't know what's the weight of it like, and it's contain fouls, contains what I can say, free kick, contain corners,
Ah, oh,
yeah,
corners, free kicks. Okay, all right.
penalties,
Got it. Okay, I tell you why I was confused. Okay, you're talking about football, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
right,
Oh, why I was confused is because earlier you said there's a couple number of players.
yeah. So I cannot say like 12 because it's only in football.
Well, a couple number of players. I
It's
thought you
two?
were trying to tell me there's two players. A couple means two.
Mm.
I went to his house a couple of times. That means twice. A couple is always two.
So I have to say maybe a bunch of player.
A bunch of players, yeah, that could be any number. Generally, a kind of a small-ish number. A bunch could be six, could be 20. I don't know, but yeah, it's a general term. A few is usually like, I don't know, more than three at least, but less than 10 is usually a few.
Mm.
You could say less than a dozen players. How many players? Wait a minute. Calculate. 1, 2, 3, 4,
In,
5, 6,
in
7,
football?
8, 9, 10, 11. 11, right?
Yeah, 11 in football.
I had to count. I had to remember back when I played in high school how we did our different teams set up their teams differently. We had, let's see, goalie, two defenders, three midfielders, and five attackers. Yeah,
It's
okay.
like a popular game like Real Madrid, Barcelona,
Oh yeah,
Barcelona.
sure. Okay. Okay. And you can't say a few number of players. A number of players is another uh, quantifier. All right, a few. You can say a few players, a group of players. You cannot say a group of a number of players or a few number of players. Can't do that
Mm,
because it's two
mm.
quantifiers in a row. Okay.
Few players, few
Mm-hmm.
numbers.
A number of players specifically.
A number of players.
Yeah, you have to say a number of whatever. There was a number of cats in the yard, for example.
Mm,
All right. Team. Okay. Before the team training, before again, the team trains before the match. Again, because it's a regular activity. So you're giving me like an ing form, but it's not. You're not giving me a verb to be, which makes it present continuous. You're basically giving me a gerund, but it should be present simple. It's normal. Okay, and they get money by sponsors. Should be they get money from sponsors. You said something about it's a good opportunity to get money by sponsors. Should be from.
from, okay.
Mm-hmm. Held. Oh, I didn't understand. It held in. I don't know what word you said. H4s countries. It's held something countries.
And
H4s or H2s. I don't know what.
in each.
Oh, each. I thought you were saying
Yeah,
H, like the letter
yeah,
H.
yeah.
Each. Each.
Each. Yeah,
Not
in
A.
each.
Not H. Each.
In each.
Okay. Each
Each.
country then. Ah. Each country. Each singular. Each pencil. Each cat. Each glass. Okay. Clothes. All right. Well, all right. You corrected yourself. Be careful about overusing contains as well. Um, you should try to think of different ways to say consists of or contains. We often just use has. Each team has a number of players. Um, okay, the game is composed of, is made up of.
Why I don't have to say contains?
Well, I'm just trying to warn you off from using the same. It's okay. Well, for example, I forgot why you used contains, but it wasn't quite. Um,
Huh,
didn't
because
quite
it's
make
like
sense. Whatever it
yeah,
was.
contains like filler something or high or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's right. You know,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
glass contains water.
Mm.
Um, right. Something's holding something else. So you got to be careful about using
Has
contains.
its own has a four or player or a 10 players. 10 players
Yeah,
has.
right. Yeah, right, right. You exactly. Has or made up of 10 players or consists of is okay in that particular usage, however. Okay. All right. I gotcha. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I've got a hard one for you. Hard but easy. Hard but easy.
Okay, okay.
This is a water sport, and it well, okay, the sport is played by teams. It's definitely a team sport. There is no individual version of this sport. Each team is scored on the team with the highest score wins. They are scored by judges. The judges are scoring on things like originality, creativity, um, athletic grace, and precision. So their points are awarded by the judge. This is a water sport. Each team will they will definitely wear a uniform. They need to perform together, absolutely together, as a unit together in the water. Often this sport is accompanied by music as the teams are performing. Each team will perform, I don't know how long, to be, I don't know, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, I have no idea. Something like that. They'll perform a routine. Actually, a routine is something we use for a lot of sports that are similar, like this, in gymnastics or ice skating or this sport. The people, the athletes, perform a routine. Again, remember it's a water sport. So they will be going underwater. They will be doing different maneuvers in the water as a team. And then they're scored. Uh, as far as rules, I don't know if there are really any rules. I guess other than you need a certain number of people on the team, you need to perform for a certain amount of time. But anything strange they do, they're going to be scored by judges. So, okay. Do you have any idea?
Uh,
Any idea what I'm
uh,
talking about?
like uh, I have a name, but I don't know if. By the
Yeah.
way, you say they are team
Yeah.
or just team?
Team. They're all performing at
Ca-
together as a team at the same time.
And what type of music you mean by you said
What
like a
type
music?
of music?
Like any
I,
music they playing with in
any
game or
music
something?
they want, but I think probably classical music would be the favorite.
Mm,
I believe the team can choose the music.
mm. I think I don't know the game. Yeah,
It's in the water.
this
They're swimming.
it's going. There's I know I googled like sports swimming games. Like we have canoeing, water skiing,
Skiing.
skiing, windsurfing, skin diving,
Yeah, those are all individual
canoeing,
sports.
canoeing. Yeah, yeah. So this
Yeah.
is like individual, and
Yeah.
there's like one like called synchronized
There it
swimming.
is. You got it.
Really?
That's it.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
very good. Synchronized swimming. Definitely, that's it. Synchronized swimming. Okay. Yeah, a goofy sport. I haven't seen this in years and years and years. It is, however, an Olympic sport, and yeah, it's kind of funny to watch. Have you ever seen this ever in your life?
Mm, yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I saw it in Olympic, I think.
Uh-huh.
Olympic games
Hmm.
on the TV. They are cool, really cool.
It is. It's like dance, but in the
Yeah,
water. Yeah,
yeah.
right. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting.
Interesting. You know a lot of games.
Me? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Americans are very, very sports oriented. I can't help it. It's culture. We watch a lot of sports. Play a lot of sports in school, after school, and the weekends on TV is nothing but sports.
And teacher, have you attended this like game or just watch it?
Synchronized swimming? No, I've
Yeah.
never I've never tried it. I've never seen it live, only on TV, honestly.
Mm.
But yeah, I've never tried that one. I don't know. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes left, Mustafa. See if you can try one more. See if I can get it in 5 minutes before the
Okay.
class is done.
It's
Okay.
it's it's this game consists from two teams. No, two teams. Individual, like two players consist
Yeah.
of two players, and it's contain um, small statues. What I can say, small statues, and these small statues or objects. I think about 20 in both sides. I think something like this. Number of them, and displaying on the a table, and some of them called soldiers, kings, prime minister, something like that.
Prime Minister.
The main one is the king. We have to protect the king. Each player has to protect the king.
Uh,
Yeah, and he's moving the soldier, and yeah,
okay.
it's
It
it's
must be
easy.
chess.
Chest, yeah,
Yeah. They don't have 20 pieces though. Chessboard is 8 by 8.
8 by
Eight
8.
8 squares by 8 squares. So 64 squares. So when you line them up across, you have two lines, right?
16.
8. Is that right? Two. Okay. On each side, we have two rooks, sometimes towers.
Hmm?
That's two, and then two.
Horses,
No, okay, horses or knights, right? That's
9.
four.
Ah,
Two
nice.
bishops. Okay, that's six, and then king and queen, right? Yeah, that's it. So eight, and then eight pawns in front. So 16 pieces. So
16, yeah.
yeah, that's it. And then pawns are in the front, right? Do you play chess?
I used to play chess.
Can pretty much say the same thing. Yeah, I used to play. It's chess is an interesting game. It's easy to get out of practice, and
Right.
if you don't play for a while, you're really bad.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Uh, yeah, I played a lot more. Played a lot more when I was younger. In fact, a friend of mine and I wish I should do this again. A friend of mine and I had a regular night of the week. We would play chess together till late at night, and talk, and played regularly once a week.
Yeah, it makes your mind thinking, and you know what, like, yeah, you have to think. Maybe I don't know, teacher, if there's like a time for in each turn for each one, like 2 minutes maybe or 3 minutes. I don't know. We are,
Variations,
yeah.
and the players can agree on that. They can agree. They can. That's something they can totally agree on. No time limit or anything, like you said. Sometimes they do it really fast, like 10 seconds. They do speed matches.
Hmm.
Sometimes, 3 minutes might be normal, or 2 minutes. I don't know, but the using a timer is something the players can agree on. It's interesting, chess, because some people consider it a game, and some people do consider it a sport. What do you think?
I think it's a game.
You think so? It's certainly much more. It's mental. It's not really physical, obviously. Lifting a
But I
piece.
think there is like this is like different. They have their own department or their own organization, and they hold like an event, special event. You know, it's like with chess, and there is a
Tournament.
player tournaments. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that is called a tournament. Tournament. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Mustafa. Now
I
it's
enjoyed talking with you.
time for my lunch. Yeah, you got a special kind of one-on-one class there. Good deal.
Yeah, I
Okay.
enjoyed talking with you. Thank you.
As well, I did as well. Okay, thank you very much. I'm glad you were here. All right, Mustafa.
Yeah. Have a good
See you.
lunch. Bye.
You too. Bye for now.
See ya.